This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. In this session, we are going to see that what are the different reference lines we can create it, and we can go for the conversion functions as well. Okay, what are the different types of conversion functions we have it, and how we are going to be using it.
Bro,
Just
ఇది
selecting that.
నిన్న సెషన్
Yeah,
అప్లోడ్ చేయలేదు అనుకుంటా యూట్యూబ్.
yeah, it's uploaded. I will share the link. Okay.
ఓకే.
Sorry. So first we can see that what are the main important conversion functions we have it, where exactly we can use these conversion functions. So conversion functions is important. So in real time, it's like we are going to use it very regularly in the work. Okay, right. Go for analysis, create calculation fields. Okay, so we have that function name is called as data type conversion. Okay, type conversion. So what are the different types of type conversion functions we have it? Date and time, float, int, make date time, make line, make point, make time, str. Okay, so these are the different conversion functions we have it. So what it exactly this? Suppose if we are getting data from different format, that's you want to be convert into the required format. Suppose I'm getting data in integer. Okay, I want to keep it as a floating. Okay, I want to bring the floating, then you can go for use the float function. Whereas you are getting the floating value, I want to convert into the integer, then you can use the int function. Okay, let me show you that how it would be. Suppose sales I have it, drag the sales. Let me take the customer name as well. So different customer names and their sales values we are getting, right? So actually I want to bring that sales is a decimal values as well, also I want to bring that decimal values also. Generally if we have the decimal values, we can say that it's a floating, it would be the floating. Okay, when we have the decimal values, we can say the data type is floating. I want to change the data type to floating. How can we do that? How can we do that? Okay, the data type of the field we can change it. Okay, just go for on the fly we are doing that, permanently not storing that. Here difference you need to identify that we are not permanently changing the data type of the sales into float, just in the calculation itself we are converting it. Okay, calculation itself we are converting it. Create calculated field. Okay, so I can say that sales underscore float value, right? Go for it. Float of sales. I want to convert my sales value. Can you see that calculation is valid? Yes, the calculation is valid now. Just go for apply. Okay, drag it to next to that in the sum of sales. Same way. Okay, the data type is changed and we can get the any float values. But here you need to go for change the format, the custom to decimal values. Okay, so we can get it a floating value 88.16 1744.70. Okay, so when it will be work like, whereas the decimal values are there, when you go for calculate something percentage of total or percentages, then we can consider the decimal values as well. We'll consider the decimal values as well. In that case we should be keep it that floating. In that case we can go for keep it that floating. Base field always show that integer format only, but in the calculation we can convert into the floating, and that we are going to be considered in the calculation. Okay, that's we are going to be considering the calculation. All right. That's a floating. If we have the floating value, if you want to be make it as an integer, just we can use the int function. Okay. Similarly, suppose I can say that we have a customer name. We have the customer name. Okay, and customer name different segment I have. Okay, I want to go for concat these two fields. I want to go for concat these two fields. Concat. Okay, how can we do that generally? Concatenation, how we can do that? Analysis, we can go for it. Create calculated field. So how can we do it in Tableau? Concatenation
Plus, plus,
plus.
add with plus symbol.
Okay, yeah. So let's go for here. Customer name. Okay, customer name plus segment. Customer name plus segment. Okay, so it will concat the both the fields. Let's bring that into here. Customer name and segment. Okay, we can combine. But I want to bring that space between name and segment. So how we can get it? Go for edit this field. Edit this field. In here we can mention that some space function we have it, right? Okay, use the space function. Okay, how many spaces you want it? Mention that 2 spaces or 3 spaces, whatever you want it. So apply. Okay. Okay.
Instead of
Similarly,
space, can I use the slash? It will work.
yeah, whatever you want it, you can use it. It should be in single quotations instead of space. You can go for remove this. Okay, so put it in underscore and single quotations. So why I'm saying that in single quotations, it's converting into a string. When we have the single quotation, everything should be in a string format. So you can go for concat only string items. Okay, string fields. So that's why I mentioned that. Put in single quotations, apply. Okay, you can get the underscore as well. Okay, whatever thing you wanted, you can just go for add it. Clear? Create calculated field. So I want to combine customer and his sales value. Customer and his sales value. Suppose I have a customer by sales. Uh, Bergman, I want to get 8086 next to this name. Okay. Aaron Hawkins. So this value I want to combined with a name. Okay. So how can we go for concat the string value to number? Okay. Analysis. Suppose we have it like date of birth is there, date of birth number, year of data, or some value we have it. I want to concat that year of he born and his first name and last name. So how can we go for concat those? Okay. So let's take avoid the sales value. Let me take the order date. Suppose I have a order date. Okay. So here I can give it day. I will take the day. Okay. So this particular guy ordered multiple days. We have it. See that multiple days he has ordered, and I want to take the particular day or minimum day, maximum day. I want to go for it. You can take that. Okay. So I want to be combine that customer name to the particular day of order. Okay, particular day of order. How can we get that? So we need to combine the two fields. One is a number format and one is in string format. Okay, how can we do that? Analysis, create calculated field. Okay, so let's go for do that. Customer name plus customer name plus what we need to bring it? Order date, day of order date, right? Day of order date, right? Day of order date, right? and at the same time you need to specify that which day you want to take it, 7, 10, 18, which one you want to take it. So can I mention that min of day of order date? Fine, min of day of order date. Okay, still it's getting error. What I need to be changed? Why we are getting that error? Anyone guess?
Both the data types are different, so we need to CSTR, like convert to
Yeah,
string.
the customer is in string format. Here order date which we taking day of order date, and min is it's like a day of order date can return the integer value, and min of date we are taking number. It's a number format. So you cannot concat that string and number format. Either you need to be convert this particular number into string. So how we can convert that is we have the string function str. Okay, string.
Srinivas, just a question. Srinivas, so why we are using min here? Directly we can just put day, na?
Good question. Let me
Hello.
copy this. Yeah, I'm explaining that. So here we have the three different dates as well. Okay, you got this.
Okay.
So one particular customer given order in three different days. 7th of the day he given, 10th, 18th. Just I'm trying
Okay.
to take that only 7.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Maybe just I'm checking that the approach is correct or not. There is another way also. We can use LODs. We can get it exact day. But here just I'm trying to check that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay.
get
Thanks.
calculated. Take this. Okay. One more closing symbol. Okay. Still it's getting error. Just a minute. Give a minute. Yeah, sorry. So cannot mix aggregate and non-aggregate arguments with the function. So I'll try to remove this. So here min value. Later we can see this one. Okay. Can you see that? So just I have go for the converting the number into the string. Converting the number into the string. Okay. So string of the particular number will be converted into the string function. What it will do is it will convert the number into string format. Then it will be combined with a customer name. Okay. Apply. Okay. Drag that calculation one into the rows. Or you can see that customer name, and it's repeating. See Aaron Bergman. So 7, 10, 18. Three times it's repeating because three dates are there, 7, 10, 18. Okay. Queens 8, 20, 22. Like what are the order dates are there? Those are all repeating here. Can you see now? So those are combined. So when you want to be concat the different formatted data with a string, just you need to be converted into the string format. Then you can do it. Then you can do it. Okay. So next analysis, create calculated field and the conversion type conversion functions. date and time. Okay, so if it is in date and time, you can convert into the date format. If it is in date format, if you want to get the date and time, we can go for use these two options, converting the date format. Okay, and we have it float and integer. You want to convert the float value to integer, integer value to float, you can do that. Okay, make date. So if you are getting a data from year, month, date or different fields, when you are getting data from year from source is like year, month, day in the different fields, you want to generate a date, then you can go for use that make date function to generate a date. Okay, generate a date. Okay, make date function we can use it to generate a date. When we go for use this make date function is when you are getting year is a one field, year is one field. Okay, month is one field and day is one field. Three different fields we are getting from the source. I want to generate, I want to create a date, then we can go for use the make date function. Then we can go for use the make date function. Okay, make date and time. Yeah, same date and time also we can be generated when we are getting different format. And make point, we already seen that, right? In the latitude and longitude, when you go for sunburst chart, we created make date and make point, right? So using the make point, we can point out in the map. Okay, in the map we can point out the particular position using that latitude and longitude. Just I make it as zeros. You can go for see that sunburst chart. I explained that make point. Okay, make point. I explained that how we can get it in the map. Okay, make time. If you want to get it time into, if your seconds and minutes, okay, hours are getting in the different values from the different fields. If you want to make it as a make time, then use the make time function to get them. 14 hours, 52 minutes, 40 seconds. Okay, so we just make the time. So these are the different type conversion functions. So make line I will show you when we go for use another example. Okay, line start from ends from where we can go for maps level, I can discuss this. Okay, other than that, make date and time. Mainly among this all, the conversion function is string, mainly we can use it. Okay, and all are important, but very regularly 90% we can use it string. We can convert that numbers into string, date into the string, and floating integer values. When we want to combine that, we can go for convert into string and we can do the required changes. Okay, clear that? So how it will work, make time, make date, simple. Okay, if you want me to show that example, so go for order date, create calculated field. Okay, take it as a year, year of order date. Okay, so what we can do that, how we can extract the year part from this particular date, year of order date. Year function will get that only year part from the order date. Apply. Okay, so duplicate the field, it will return an integer. Edit this, so I can make it as a month of order date as well. Month of order date, behalf of year we can go for use the month. What it will give return, month as an integer. It will return that month as an integer from the order date. Okay, month function will return that month and an integer from the given date. Okay, apply. Okay, and go for duplicate it again, edit this, edit this. So can I copy that same day of order date? Okay, and month function can be replaced with the day. We have the day function as well, right? It will return the day value from the given date. Apply. Okay, so three fields are there. So what are the three fields we have? It day order date and year order date, month order date. Okay, just go for show that in text. So can we observe why we are getting this values? Actually, it need to be bring different way. Why we are getting these values? Day order date is 1,54,000 something, month order date is 78,000, and year order date is 20 lakhs. Something we are getting. Why we are getting this? The values are there which are getting aggregated. Sum of
Some
day order,
it is some.
how many is repeated. So better to, if you want to avoid this, okay, these fields we make it as a discrete values. Year of order date, month of order date, day order date. Drag them into the dimensions part. Make it as discrete values. Okay. Okay. Now then go for write a function that analysis create calculated field new date. I want to create a new date. Make date function is there, right? So go for make date function. Make date function. The year field is comma month field field. We need to drag these three different fields into here. Yeah, we have the make date, year or month, comma day. So here you need to select that year of order date where we have that year of order, drag it into here. You can drag and drop it also, you do that, comma. The field which we have it, month of order date, drag and drop it here, comma. And we have day of order date. Okay, this is a new date, we have it, apply, okay. Drag the new date field, we generated the date format. See, by default, we can get the format. And go for see that exact date. Okay, and make it as discrete, we can get it here. Can I see it? We generated the date or not?
I know. Can you please just edit this new date? New date.
Yeah, go for edit the new date field.
Okay, we give
It is
year
showing day was.
year month
Sorry,
or day ఇచ్చాము కానీ ఇక్కడ ఇది తీసుకుంటాం. That's why I just want to check.
sorry, I didn't get that.
Actually, in formula we gave year, month, and day like order wise. When we
The
pull
order should
the
be same. The order should be same. It's a syntax. Okay. We can put the year first, next month, next day.
when we pull that column into the row shelves, it's taking as a day, month, year. That's why
Yes.
just want to check.
It will return that month, day, and year format. Suppose I
So
want to
means
change this.
all.
Suppose I want to change this format as well. Uh, uh, First year or something, whatever you wanted. By default, it will get it. Even whatever the format we are giving in the formula, by default it will get month, day, and year format.
Okay.
Okay. So if
Yeah.
you want to change this format, what we need to do?
Manually we
Come
can
here.
do.
Yeah, default properties. Go for
Here.
date format. Go for
Okay.
date format. So whatever the format we want it, we can go for choose that.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever the
Yes.
format we want it, we can go for choose it.
Yeah.
Okay. So month and year, month and date, or year, month, date, whatever the format. I want to year, month, and day format. Click OK. Okay, we can get that format.
So here all the orders every date you are showing. So in entire months, entire years.
Yeah, or for whatever the
Date
dates
wise.
are there, what are the dates are there in the database, all the dates we are getting here.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Clear that? So that's the way we can make a make date function. We can use the make date function. Okay. Create calculated field and type conversion. So that's a make date and time also same. How we done here, same way we can do it, but syntax is a little bit different here. Make date and time. Okay. What is the date, comma, time? What is the time you want to be combined? So date is separate and time is separate field. We are getting that. We want to combine those two. We can go for do that same date, comma, time. Okay. Make date, comma, time. So make time we can get it. So same way we have this all options. So just go through this all options. Okay. Next we have the functions called as logical functions. Okay. Logical functions. So we have seen that if statement, right? We have seen that if statement, how we can write it, and we have the another if function. It's like double if. Okay, it will check whether a condition is meet and return the one value if the true, another value if the false, and an optional third value or null if unknown. Okay, so when we have that condition here, see that I have the double if function is there. So if what this function will work like, it will work like if you go for give a condition, any condition you can give it. So if sum of, so let me go for if function I'm selecting. Okay, uh, sum of sales. Okay, let me take the sum of sales, right, is greater than 1,50,000. Sum of sales is greater than 1,50,000. Okay, so directly you can go for give the comma here. If this condition is true, uh, then we can get it one value, whatever you want it. I want to say that its condition is true, comma, else is also not required to write, comma is enough, 0. Okay, so single quotation is not required when you are typing a number. Okay, and end it. It's getting error. Expected closing parenthesis. Let me close
We'll
this.
get then option.
Try to give the then option here. Okay, try to give the then option here. Okay, so here we don't require to give end.
There is no end.
Yeah, I just go for just here, not required.
Now, what is 1 and 0 we are saying here? Now it is
So
correct.
here,
Okay.
if sales is greater than this amount, it will 1. It will return the 1. If it is not greater than 0, it will return the 0.
Okay, okay. It's like profit or
Earlier,
loss. Kind.
yeah, how we can write the if condition generally? If sales greater than this match value, then we can write it, right? Here we don't require to write it then. So comma, what are the next value you give that? That's a true condition. When the condition is satisfied that the next value is a true. When condition else we write it, right? Else statement. Okay, after then we can write the else statement is second value. Okay, no need to write then else functions here. Just we can give the first one is if the condition is satisfied, the first value is written. If the condition is fails, it will return the next value.
Okay.
Got it? Okay. So in the general if condition, we can go for write it that. Then if else condition, if else is not there here. Okay, only one statement we can write it. There is no if else statement, else if statement. Sorry. Okay. So this is the if function which we can go for user. There is this way. This one. So let me put here. Actually, it should be aggregated. Yeah, apply. Okay. So drag that field into. Okay, maybe the values are in decimal, something like that. It will get. Okay. Go for it. So default format is normal format and the number custom to this name. So why we are getting 0? Anyone can guess? Anyone can guess why we are getting 0?
Which is below 150.
Condition we mentioned is 1,50,000, something like that. So it's a day wise sales. The day wise sales is not more than 500 or 1,000.
Oh, okay.
Okay, for each customer. That's why we are getting that zeros. The condition all getting failed because uh, the customer each day wise sales it's not more than 500 something kind of thing. That's why we are getting that. Now you can see that 1 and 0 should be there. Okay, so this is how we can write that if statement. Analysis, create a calculated field. Okay, and logical functions. What else we have seen here? If end statement, if is null function. Okay, the function is null would be there where we have the null values that can be converted into the specified number. Okay, if you want to convert to 0, 0. If you want to convert into 1, you can convert it. So generally is null we can use it to check that is there any null values or not. Okay, if null function we can convert into the specified number. Okay, if null function. So if null function also will regularly we can use it. Okay, if uh, if null we can take that what are the sum of sales or something we can take it as sum of sales. If any case the sum of sales anywhere you find that null values in the sales, then I want to convert into zeros. Why you are converting into zeros is if we go for multiply with a null, if we go for multiply with a null value, you can get the null only. If we go for divide with null value, you can get the null only. That's why we need to convert the null value into zeros. Let me show you that example. Analysis, create calculated field. I can take it as a number is 10. I can take it as his number is 10. Apply OK. Analysis, create calculated field, and B. Okay. Null I am taking that. Apply OK. Okay, it's taking true or false. Huh? Okay, fine. Let me take the analysis. Create calculated field. Let's make it as C. Okay. So C is the sum space, we have it here. So can we go for edit it? There is no data, it's a C sum space, we have it. And you can check that, edit it. There is no calculation valid, invalid kind of thing, it's valid only. Okay, apply OK. Such kind of spaces you are getting from the source. Okay, if I multiply these two, what happens? Let's see that. Analysis, create calculated field, A, comma, A and C, I can mention it, shift underscore C. Okay, so take the A field multiplied with C. Okay, so some error is showing, that's why it's not able to drag it. Let me put here. Okay, calculation value, apply OK. Change it to the convert to measure. Okay, I convert it into measure. So now I am multiplying with A underscore C. I did that. A multiplied with C, I can take it. So what's error? Cannot multiply integer to the string. So actually, which one is the string and which one is the integer here? A is a number only.
C should be.
C
Quote means
single quotes is integer.
convert int function. Okay, int of C. Okay. So now the valid, it's valid, right? So what are the string we converted into the integer value. Okay, then I am multiplying with that. Okay, apply OK. Now can we drag this, what we can get our output? What we are getting? Null values. Okay,
Yes,
what
yes.
is there in this? If we multiply with that, we can get the null values. So in the multiplication, you can get the null values. That's why what we do is, whereas we have the nulls, we can convert them into the zeros. So just go with that formula where we have it, A underscore C. So I thought there is a nulls in the C. Okay, then what we do is, if null of the function, comma, I want to give the 0, whereas you find the null, convert into zeros. Okay, same function, same if null function, we can write it for A also. Maybe sometimes A also produce some null values. Okay, we can get it some null values in the A field as well. So you can write it if null of, okay, if null can go for, say that, comma, 0. It will produce a null. If any case it is a null value, then we will convert into zeros. Okay, now you can check it that the results apply. Okay, what happened? Zeros are getting here. Whereas you have the nulls, we are converting them into zeros. Okay, so this is a scenario we can get it, nulls we can get it. So what is the difference? You are saying that if null function is there where you want to convert into what are the value you wanted, or zn function also we have it. The zn function also will do that, converting nulls into zeros. What is the difference between if null and zn function? What is the difference between if null and zn function?
Maybe there it is not required. Comma 0, we won't do it.
Okay. Yeah, it's not required. By default, ZN function will convert the nulls into zeros. By default, ZN function can convert the null values into zeros. But here in the if null function, you can specify it. Either 0 you want it or you want it 4. Whatever you can specify, that value it could be written. Got my point? Whatever the value we can give it, that
Yes.
value it will be written, not only the 0. But ZN
Uh,
function will return only 0.
okay. Here we have option whichever number we want to mention, but in ZN it's not possible. Okay.
Yes. Here you can mention not only 0, any number you can mention it here, that will be written. But whereas if you go with ZN function, return only 0.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah. Can you see that? 4 into 3, we are getting some values. Okay. So let it be put here. You can take it as 0 or 1. You can put it. Let's see what will be the result. Nothing to worry. Actually, what happening? Some of it's happening. Some when it's go for sum, we can get it the same value. You can go for change it the sum value to the minimum or maximum value. The values get different. Okay. So aggregation is happening. That's why we are getting 30, 30, 30 kind of. Okay. Nothing to worry about. Right. That's the way we can write it. If null function analysis, create calculated field and conversion functions. Okay. So this is all fine. Logical functions. And max, min, or not, or then, when, Zn. Okay. So how we can write this function? So not function. Let's see that not function. If uh, if category not in office, not in technology, comma, furniture. So technology, comma, furniture. Then one else 0. Okay. And not in is not working. What? Okay, in is working. It's not working. Is the not function. In means what? If you find that category as a technology or furniture, then it will return the 1. For which is not there, then it will go for user 0 value. Let me show you that when function, then I can go for not as well. Okay. So let me drag it here. Take it out this, and here also take it out. And I want to bring that category here. Category field, I want to drag it to see that how the results will look. Furniture and technology is getting 1. Office suppliers is 0. Okay. So in means any one of it. And now let's just go for edit this calculation. Edit. Okay. Not in right. Actually, for the numbers, we can write it not equal to this one. Okay. So in is fine. Yeah, let me show you another example. Here same, you can go for category is equal to technology. Category is equal to technology. Okay. And R function you can use it. R category is equal to furniture. Okay, R function as like and R functions, you know, right? And means two conditions need to be satisfied, whereas if we go with the R, only one condition need to be satisfied. Okay, only one condition need to be satisfied. Okay, what is the error we are getting here? Syntax error. Maybe you are missing an identifier. So let me
The
check.
end we have the column.
Yeah. So see that we can get it. Category is technology or category is equal furniture. Then you can go for right one, else 0. Okay. If make it as and, need to be satisfy the both condition. Category should be technology and category should be furniture. Then only it will return. Here R condition. Any one of this condition is satisfied, we can get the results 1. Okay. Either technology or either furniture. Any of the condition is satisfied, we can get the result. Okay. Apply. Okay. Same results we are getting here. Calculation 3. Yeah. This is the way we can go for use the R logical function or logical function. Okay. So in not perform the logical negation on an expression. If not expression, then with scenario we can go for use it for the not expression. Can you see that? If not, sum of sales is greater than 1 lakh. If the sum of sales is greater than 1 lakh, not sum of sales is greater than 1 lakh. It means sum of sales is less than 1 lakh. Sum of sales is less than 1 lakh, then return 1, else 0. Okay. Not sum of sales is greater than 1 lakh means, not sum of sales is greater than 1 lakh means it's a less than 1 lakh only, right? So in that case, we can go for return that 1. Clear the statement. Not sum of sales is greater than 1 lakh. Not sum of sales is greater than 1 lakh. If the sales is not greater than 1 lakh, automatically it's less than 1 lakh only, right?
Yes, yes. Below 1 lakh.
Yeah. So in that case, if the sales is below 1 lakh, then I want to bring it 1,
Else
else
0.
it will be the
Yeah.
0. It would be the 0. Okay. Clear that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the way we can use the not function as well. Okay. So, and we can go for analysis, calculated field, and go with logical functions. What else we have it? Then when min and max, you want to check that min and max how it will be work. So first max of sales, or you can get it whatever you want it. Excuse me, sorry. So you can go with use the max function. Either you specify that two values here, two expressions. I can say that 2 comma 10. max of these two values, it will return the 10. 10 is the max value between amount between these two values, right? This is the one way the expression we can write it. Max of 2 comma 10 means it will return the 10. Apply. Okay. See that 10 we have getting, we are getting the 10 here. Yeah, max of from those two values. So similarly, you want to go for, see that I have a subcategory wise sales. Okay. Among these values, I want to find out the max of that, max salary. I want to get that max salary. Okay. What is the max salary among these? 3,30,007 is the max salary. Can we get analysis? Create calculated field. Okay. Max salary. Okay. How can we write it? Max of sum of salary. Sorry, sum is not required. Let's try that. Okay, max of salary. Try to go for apply. Okay. Drag this into text. What we are getting? Max salary, that's we are getting from the max salary from the accessories, which is the max salary, that's we are getting here. So if we go with the accessories, different buyers are there, right? From that we are getting this max of salary. Some of those all salary values into accessory we are getting. So let me take it here. So go for new sheet, take the subcategory, and take the manufacturer. Okay. And sales, and take the sales. So now you can go for make it as ascending order of this manufacturer. So what we are getting this here, different manufacturers are there, those values. Next, click on product. So can you see that each accessory wise log tick is there? Okay. So from the log tick manufacturer, we have the different products. The salary is 10,000. So if we go with here, that's also not getting properly. Mm. Mm-hmm. So I will tell you what is I'm writing it. Okay, just wait for some time. Max salary, I write it. Max of salary, fine. What is the body function we return by? Here you can write it sum actually. Okay. So then drag it into here into text. Okay. From this sum, I want to get the max one. Go for here, select the max. Okay, take this number here. So the max of salary is this one. Take it out the subcategory.
Actually, getting same.
The sales as well. So max of salary. When we go for get it, take it as only that field, we can get the max of salary is 330. Okay. When I going to take this one as a subcategory, we are taking into the picture. Okay. And all the values related, those are the max values. When I go with the subcategory, so accessory wise, this is the max value. Appliances wise, this is the max value. Arts wise, this is the max value. That's why it's getting that. It's getting that each value into that. Among this, I want to get the max of value. So got my point. Actually here from these all values, phones is the maximum value. Okay, phones is the maximum value. So we can get this value when I remove my dimensions. See that? We can get this is my maximum value among those. When I go for drag the subcategory into the space, the data can be splitted. It's like each category, subcategory, that is the max value. Okay, appliances for the subcategory, this is the max value, arts, this is the max value, binders, it is the value. With respect to subcategory context, row context, it will getting those values. But when we don't have this subcategory, I want to find that. It's like I want to get that, which is the max value from this. The max value is 3,30,007. That's we are getting anyhow. You can see that. Take this up. This is the max value among those all the subcategories. Okay. And let's see how we can bring that only that value and access the subcategory. So this value we need to get it. Okay. So what is the formula we have written here? Fixed into subcategory. I did this. I will see that. I will try to get that example. I will show you that. But anyhow, we are getting correct results. Okay, what is our requirement? I want to get that. What is the max salary from this list? Max salary from this. If you take it out subcategory here, we can get the maximum salary of that. Among those are which is the maximum salary. Okay, 3 lakhs that is the max salary. Okay, I will explain that scenario how we can get it. Actually, here we need to go for use it LOD functions as well. We can use it. Okay, so LOD functions is that level of detail functions. In the next session we discuss that. Okay, in the next session we discuss that how we can do it. Okay, and go for analysis, create calculation field. Same way we can get it min function as well. Minimum value. How can you get that a minimum value? So let's see that. Go for analysis, create calculated field. mean sales, mean of sales. I can want to get it here. Okay, you can get drag into minimum of the sales. This is the name I have given. Sorry, I forgot to give the name for it. Okay, let's come. Create one more. Okay, mean of sales. What's the value we are getting? 0.4440, the minimum of sales. So how that it's getting 0 point minimum of sales is, what are the sales values are there detail level. So the data, if you want to see the data, what is there in that file, here this is option view data, click on view data. Okay, in the view data you can go for that sales value. This is the sales value, right? Can you see that the minimum value is 0.44? This is the minimum value. I change that ascending order to descending order. The maximum sales value for the particular product is 22,638. Okay, the minimum value is 0.44. 0.44. That's a value we are getting there. That's a value
It's with all sales,
with
right?
all the
All
sales
device sales.
database.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to get that. Particular subcategory wise minimum sales I want it. Okay, if I take it as subcategory here, in the each subcategory level, what is the minimum sales you want it? If you take the accessories, the minimum sales is 1.0, appliance is 0.4, odds is 1.3, kind of thing. You want to see that, go for data. Okay, and can we see that? Let me show you that in Excel format. Okay, better you can understand that. Go for here and documents. In the documents we have that my Tableau repository. So under that my Tableau repository we have it data sources 2021.4. Click on that, and this is my Excel file which I am using for this now for the visualization. Open it. Okay, select all, apply the filters. uh, Filters. Okay, so which subcategory we are selecting here? Suppose I want to take the subcategory is accessories. I want to go for it. Okay, so go for Excel. We have the subcategory name here, accessories. You need to select it. Uncheck all, select only accessories, click OK. Okay, so go for here, from the accessories, sort smallest to largest. Okay, sort smallest to largest. So what is the smallest value we have it here? 0.99. So we need to filter this accessories. See that smallest value is 0.99. For the accessories, minimum value is 0.99. Minimum value is
Okay.
0. Okay, the same value we are getting. Can you see that accessories is 1.0? Actually, you can go for right mouse on this data. Okay, the minutes you have it, go for it, format it. So format it, make it as 2 decimal values. Make it as 2 decimal values, you can get that. Can you see 0.99? On the particular subcategories, when we are going to say that subcategories, so group by subcategory, we are saying that group by subcategory. From that group, accessories group, which is the minimum value that we are getting displayed in here. That minimum value we are getting displayed here. Appliances, group by appliances, what is the minimum value in the appliances sales? That we are getting 0.44. Okay, arts, if you take it as, what is the value we have it? That's 1.34 from the sales arts we are getting here. Okay, that's the minimum values which we are getting each and every. Here simple group by, the simple group by condition we can write it in the SQL, right? Same group by we are applying it and we are getting the data related to it. Okay, so this is the minimum values in the subcategories list. What are the sales values in the subcategory? That minimum value we are getting it. But what is our requirement is here. So I want to get that it's each subcategory value I can take it as, each subcategory wise sales value I can take it as. Okay, from this list I want to bring the minimum value, the fastener value 3024 is I want to get it, 3024 I want to get it. That's we need to go for use the LOD functions to get that. Okay, in the next session I show you that how we can write LOD functions, what are the different types of LOD functions which are, so then you can get understanding. Okay, so today I want to cover one simple scenario. Let's go for work on that. Okay, we can close this here. Okay, remaining functions we will see it tomorrow. What are the functions we have it? So the scenario is, yeah, analysis, create calculated field. I want to create a drop down. Okay, I want to create a drop down. I want to see that uh, last month one drop down, last month sales, last year sales. Okay, and last quarter sales. Okay, I want to see that when I drop down, if I selected last month sales from the drop down, I want to see the last month sale. When I select that last year from the drop down, I want to see the last year sale. When I select last quarter sales from the drop down, I want to see that last quarter sales in my report. Okay, how can we get that? How can we get that? Okay, last month sales, last year sales, and last quarter sales. Okay, I have a subcategory wise sales. Okay, I have a subcategory wise sales. Right, when I select the last month, this subcategory wise sales should show that last month data. When I say that drop down, if I selected from last quarter data, last year means last year data I want to bring. So how can we get that?
See, manually, I can say that we can pull the order date into filter when it is relative option is there. Huh?
Sorry.
Enter order date into filters.
Can we go the calculation month option? Last month.
Okay.
Last
Can
month
I either
subcategory.
sorry, sorry.
I think we need to create the parameter like dim change, measure change, so that we can.
Exactly. We can go for create a parameter for like that dim change, or how we did that parameter. Same way we need to create a parameter. Okay. So how we can write it? Let's see that. Okay, how we can write it? Let's see that. So what parameter we can create it? Anyone can tell me? Any guesses?
Date.
So go for analysis. Sorry, go for here. Create parameter. Okay, something you can write it. And here I mentioned that which data type it is? String, right?
Date.
In the list
Date.
of, okay, in the list. So I will give one here. If one, then I want to get it last month sales. Okay. Two means last quarter sales. Okay. It's three means last year sales. Right. Click OK. I have created a parameter, show parameter control. Last month sales, last quarter sales, last year sales. Right. If I select the month, last month sales I wanted. If I select the quarter, last quarter sales. If I select the last year sales I wanted. Now what we need to do?
Calculation.
Calculation. What calculation we can write? Analysis, create calculated field. Last underscore parameter I want to write. Okay. So how we can write that calculation? What we can write it? First I can go for get that last year, last month sales. How we can get that last month sales?
Can we drag this parameter into the calculation field?
Okay, this parameter we can drag into the calculation field.
The difference by minus one something.
No, we have last year, last month, last week is there.
This parameter.
Select period.
Let's try this. If parameter is equal to
Day.
last month sales. Okay, first I am looking for last month sales. So what you are writing is it should be matched with this. Okay, if parameter is equal to last
Last
month
month
sales,
sales.
then not parameter is equal to last month
I
sales.
think we have
It's
to
one.
one way to.
Okay, then Then Emavali.
Mantra. Month. Last month. That means date part month.
Last month sales. One equal
Then,
to
then I want to get the last month sales. Then I want to get the last month sales. Last month sales, how we can get it? How we can get the last month sales?
Date part month.
year.
Order date filter.
If
If
uh, if month of order date we can take it, or date trunk you can take it. Uh, Date trunk function we can go for date trunk of month comma order date is equal to date trunk month of today. Okay. Then if date rank of month date rank of month comma order date is equal to date rank of month comma today, then I can say that true, else false. And the statement here, the statement, is it correct? Is it get that previous month sales? Is this condition get that previous month sales? Any
No,
guess?
date trunk will be because month will take the quarter of the first month, right? That's what I. The trunk.
The
date trunk means we mention the particular
date rank of month
day.
means month level we are taking. Date rank of month means whatever the months we have it order date we can get it. At the same time, date rank of month of today means what happens? Month of today means it will take the current
From
month only.
today's to last day.
Current month,
Okay.
month of
Current
current month. But I want to match with the previous month, right? I'm asking that last month data.
so -1 we can use
Exactly. We need
today
to give it.
-1.
We need to give it -1 here. Okay. Then we can get it exact. Next, same function we can go for use it. Else if, okay, else if, so what we need to write it now? Else if what we need to check it? In the else if I want to check the same parameter value, we can go for a parameter is equal to 2. If the parameter is equal to 2, then parameter is equal to true, then so what we need to bring it? When 2, we need to bring that
If
last
date
quarter,
trunk
last quarter.
last quarter. Okay.
Okay. If date trunk, so how we can write it? Same syntax, quarter, comma, order date is equal
Equal
to
to date
date
trunk quarter
quarter,
quarter
comma, today.
comma today.
Okay. So it is correct. Here also you need to give -1. We are asking that previous quarter, not current quarter. If make it as equal to, it will get the current quarter only. Okay. Got my point? The same conditions I can give it here. If it is satisfied, then 1 else end. Okay. So this much of logic you need to write it while you are going to create a calculation. It's the practice. You need to do practice. Okay. So again, you want to check else if is equal to 3. 3. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Then
If date rank,
if date rank, what we write it here? Year I
Year.
wanted.
last
Previous
year,
year comma
pre-
order date
order date is
is
equal to
equal to
date rank year today -1.
-1. Then these values you can get. Okay. End it. And you can end the statement. Okay. Calculation is valid or not? Calculation is
Valid.
valid. Apply. Oh, drag this one into filter shelf and everything is false. Why you can say that it's a false? Last quarter is false. Last year is the false. Last month is false. Why it's getting false? Anyone can guess? Because we
Uh,
don't have data
The
here. We
data
don't
is
have the
Data.
yeah. So you can go for see that same example you can try with it's a recent data. Take the dates in Excel. You can take some dates for this year. Okay, some previous year for December some values you can take it and entire days some days you can take it and some sales values and try to build the same formula. So try to check that if you get the values or not. Okay.
Yes.
I don't want to modify this formula again. So you get confused. Just try to go with the same formula. Okay. Try to check that if you get the
So,
value.
so, so if we add -2, we can get it, I think.
Yeah. If we had -2, we can get it. So go for here. Last parameter. Edit it. So here you can make it as 2. Then you can drag it again this parameter into filter shelf. So still it's like for previous these values also we are getting nulls only. So try to take the sample data with that. Again we need to change this formula as well. Last I did this. We need to change the formulas for this one as well. Okay. This one as well. So try to do same in the uh, current year date. Take the some dates from the starting date. Suppose you can make it dates is equal 1/1/2022. You can take it as 2022 like this. Okay. So take this date and drag it like this. You can generate the dates for how many months you want it. It will generate the dates. Here you can give any numbers, whatever the sales values you wanted. Go for give the some sales values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 like for that and copy paste it for this. Okay. Take some days from the previous year as well. Take some days from the previous year, December days. Okay. From December 2021 onwards, you can drag it, give some values and build the same formula. Try to check it. You get the values or not. If we don't get it, we can see tomorrow. Okay. Clear? Any questions? Yeah. Thank you, everyone. We can see it.
So, Srinivas,
Yeah, Raj.
yeah, just one question outside this actually. I mean, in my client requirement, they're asking all dashboards and worksheets which you are developed so to be like they shouldn't be scrolling. So, is there any option to fit the screen? If the screen is made small, then all the but no scrolling should come. All the items should, all the worksheets in the dashboard should also be, contract actually. So is there any option?
No,
Like
I
they
didn't get
don't
that.
want scrolling.
So just show me that something where it's getting scrolling or what happening. So then we can go for check it what is exactly there. Scrolling
Okay,
means
Shimala. I mean, right now some worksheets are scroll bars are coming. I mean, the dashboard. So
yeah,
they,
that
I
that
mean,
means that it's okay. It's need to be occupied. They don't want to scroll that data
yeah,
in the worksheet. Yeah, you
yeah,
need to
yeah, yeah,
fit
yeah,
that
yeah.
at dashboard level. You
I mean,
need to
fit.
design
Where
the
is the option?
dashboard
Where is the option to fit the worksheets? I mean, to fit it
to
to the screen
while you are
size.
yes, yes. So if we have a dashboard, if we drag it here, this is a scrolling. Okay,
I can see.
there it is a scrolling. You can go for scroll the data you want to see in the bottom of it, right? So if it is a lengthy report, you need to be do that same. Nothing. There is no other option, or you can go for here adjust the size of that dashboard. Okay, so width and height you can increase it. Okay, width and height you can increase it, and here we have the different desktop options. So based on desktop you wanted, you can go for choose that and increasing the
Where,
width
Srinivas?
and
I'm not able to see. Where in dashboard? In dashboard menu?
yeah,
Acha,
in
acha, okay.
dashboard only. And here you can put it
Okay.
as entire view first. The entire view you
Okay.
can put it. Okay, and
Okay.
at the same time here in the size option you can find it width and height. So height is low, you can adjust the height how they have wanted to get it. Increase the height, it will be height will be increased. The dashboard height will be increases.
But
Okay,
I mean, scroll bars won't come, na? If we scroll bar, how to avoid
then
scroll bar?
then you need to minimize the text and all thing, creating the and filters you need to apply, restricting the filters. Okay, put it some filters so you can see the limited data in that. Okay, how lengthy your
Okay.
report is, based on that the scroll bar will be there. Okay,
Okay.
so if it's
Okay.
simple, you can take the subcategory here. You don't get the scroll bar here,
Yeah.
right? Because the report was fitted here. If we have the n number of subcategories, so either you can go for get it bottom of this. Okay, this scroll bar should be there for dashboard, entire dashboard. Okay,
Okay.
so even here we have that layout. You can go for padding will be there. Reduce the size of this view. Okay, you can minimize the size of that left padding, right padding, and kind of thing. You can do that. Still, you are facing that. You need to be filtering the data, minimizing that values. If it is a lengthy report, anyhow you can get the scrolling. Okay,
So what
so
is
what
entire
exactly
view
the
option?
dashboard?
What is entire view option? I mean,
I think
what does
it's
it
like
do?
we have the four options. We have it. Standard means it will be show that a kind of view. So if you go for sheet level, just go for sheet level. You can see that it's a standard view. Fit width means it's adjust the width of the worksheet. Okay, it will be adjust to entire width of the worksheet. If you go with a height, height can be adjusted. Okay, it will show that entire height we have it. It's occupied entire height. Entire view means it will be adjust with what are the space we have in the worksheet level. It's like a right side, left side, bottom, everything. It can be occupied. Okay, that's the entire view. We
So
can see that.
in entire view also scroll bars will come or not for the worksheets? Entire view.
See, if report is and it's a lengthy, anyhow we can get it. Is the entire view, whatever the
Okay.
view we
Okay.
can put. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
Yeah. Number of
Okay,
records you are
Srinivas.
showing in the
I'm
visualization based on that. Okay.
yeah. I'll try it.
So
If
there
any
is a
doubt, I'll just call.
limited
Yeah,
number of
call you.
records for the page is there. There is an option for limited number of records for the page. So initial base
Okay.
something need to be validate exactly the feature is added. It is the option. So let me check for you if it is there. You can go for I want to show only 20 records in this page. Other than that, I want to go with different way. So there is some
Okay.
page limit options. Let me check that. Okay, the feature is, I think it's added or not added, I'm not sure, but I will check it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Srinivas, I'll try. If any doubt, I'll call you. Yeah, today.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Srinivas.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Okay guys, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Anu.